I'd gotten off duty right around 8 o'clock in the morning. So after I got off duty, we do what we do. We swap out and transfer information to our other employees, and then we head home. So about the time I get home, it's in the time frame of when the first plane hit. So I'm starting to watch CNN and the different news channels and getting an update on what's going on. And I pretty quickly noticed that the size of the hole in the World Trade Center was not a small aircraft, and this was not a normal event. But I still thought it was likely an accident, air traffic control, something along those lines. So as I start to follow the story, as soon as the second plane hit, we all knew we were being attacked. Of course, we had no clue who, but we knew we were being attacked. So that was scary enough that we're being attacked in New York, but it's kind of something that has happened before. We had the attacks back in '93, the bombings of the World Trade Center, and didn't know who was doing it, but we knew somebody was attacking us. People in your profession, in the news industry, were hearing the alarms going off. Many of them thought those were car alarms. With us, we have a safety system mounted on our air packs that lets us know when a firefighter hasn't moved. Firefighters all across the country recognize that noise as a firefighter that wasn't able to move, and it was deafening. Well, I wouldn't dare compare the things that I've responded to what those firefighters went to that day. But on a normal response, we're trained to prepare for the worst the minute the call comes in and start our size up and our preparation before we ever get there. So those firefighters, when they heard that alarm go through, they were preparing for the worst when they responded, and they still went in. While everybody else was under the impression this could not happen, they were very aware of what they were risking when they went in, and they still did it. So through our training and through our preparation before the call ever comes in, that's the reason we're able to go into a dangerous situation, even one that we're risking our lives in. It isn't because we've all of a sudden decided that morning that we're going to go help. It's because we've been preparing. I felt very guilty on how people, they just wanted to show how grateful they were for the sacrifice those firefighters made. So oftentimes, I got so many free meals off of the sacrifice those gentlemen made. People would come in and see us going into work, and they would buy our meals for us. They would tell us thank you, and myself, I felt so guilty for taking those thank yous and getting recognized for what those heroic firefighters did. So that's one thing. I also felt very proud. I think sometimes it would be nice for our country to think about 9/12. And we think about 9/11 and how bad it was, but how together everybody came after that. There wasn't a lot of politics. There wasn't a lot of discussions about some of the smaller issues. We were pulled together as a country because we were shown that we were vulnerable in a way we never dreamed of. We should honor the sacrifice of the people that not only responded to the incident that day, but also our soldiers and our people in uniform that responded in the years after. That's always something that I look at. And also remember how many things we have in common. We have much more in common than we disagree on. So I hope that everybody will remember that, because on 9/12, there wasn't a lot of discussion over some of the political things we talk about now. We were all together.